Ambassador Jones, thank you. Good morning, everybody. And may I say welcome to the Bahamas. You will hear so much today about the Bahamas. You will feel like you're there. And I hope that at some point, Ambassador Jones, we will be able to reflect some of the magnificent sceneries so that we can be living that moment in the presence of the beauty of our country. I happen to be Minister of Tourism, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to serve my country. And for those of you who have not visited the Bahamas, let me at the outset extend an invitation for you to visit with us. Yes, Ambassador Jones, we have a great story to tell. And I am delighted that you have put on this initiative because we are committed to telling our own story. And I'm already hearing in this room others from other consulates across the USA who are proposing that this is the model that they will use to help to tell the story of business and investments across the country. And therefore, I commend you, sir, for putting on this initiative. And I invite you all to please give him a round of applause. Yes, this is a most progressive initiative. And we are taking a monumental step towards forging more progressive partnerships for the prosperity of our country. Said differently, we are here to do business, and we want to do business with you. And the Bahamas is an amazing place to do business. I know this firsthand because long before I became Deputy Prime Minister and a politician, I was in business. And I quickly grasped a few basic principles as an entrepreneur. We must understand our market, create something of value, and then market our product. So now I carry those principles with me in government as Minister of Tourism. And I must tell you that it is not incredibly difficult to sell a vacation to the Bahamas. We have an exceedingly strong brand, but God has done most of the work in positioning the islands of the Bahamas. Its beauty is uncomparable, and it's easily accessible from our major tourism markets. 2 hours from DC, 27 minutes from Miami. However, we still sell it because we tell our own story, and we constantly work on strengthening the product. And also, as Minister of Investments, if you think about it, the combination makes sense. Many of the reasons our tourists come to the Bahamas are the reasons that investors should consider the Bahamas. We have dollar parity with the USA. We have a stable, uninterrupted democracy and a peaceful, hospitable people. We have visa-free, seamless travel from the United States with pre-clearance and TSA pre-check on the way back. We have a strong, growing economy that has allowed us to build modern infrastructure throughout our archipelago. And what we're doing in tourism, opening up more and more direct connections to allow more people to come from more routes, has meant we have direct, non-stop flights from more than 20 major US cities, including DC, New York, LA, Dallas, Houston, and many others, as I've said. You can get to us easier and faster than ever before, meaning that you can do business more quickly. We have modern infrastructure, dining and entertainment options that rival anywhere else in the world, including well-known hotel brands like Rosewood, Four Seasons, Montage, Hyatt, SLS, and others, all across the islands, and having beautiful beaches doesn't hurt either. Our numbers bear this out. In 2023, we had record tourism arrivals of 10 million visitors, which was an increase of more than 30% ahead of 2019's pre-pandemic levels. And already this year, we are seeing a 15% growth in overall arrivals when compared to 2023's record-setting year. So as the major driver of our economic growth, we continue to be bullish about investments in the tourism sector. Our growth, though, is constrained by the number of hotel rooms. And we have therefore embarked upon doubling our 15,000 rooms over the next 7 years through domestic and foreign direct investments. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we invest in hotels and marinas and ports, we simultaneously invest in renewable energy and sustainable tourism initiatives. Our government has actively created policies and incentives and projects aimed at reducing our carbon footprint and enhancing the environmental sustainability to create balanced development all across our islands. And I know you will hear more details of all of which I speak this morning, because I see in the room not just my colleague Minister for Economic Affairs, but a strong cast of leading professionals and regulators in the Bahamas who work diligently to sustain the reputation that we have built as a progressive country over the past 51 years. To support this, we have implemented the National Investment Policy, which is designed to attract investment in alternative energy, green technology, ecotourism, and carbon credits. We're also advancing the Bahamas as a digital society, fully embracing smart technology and digital economy. We are focused on becoming greater participants in the global fintech revolution by becoming a hub for digital financial services. And we're inviting technology companies, startups, and innovators to take a serious look at what we've done with our regulatory environment and forward-thinking policies to support the development of this sector. We have launched progressive legislation benchmarked against international best practices, which I am sure you will hear more about as I reference, including the Digital Assets and Registered Exchange Act, the Longevity and Regenerative Therapies Act, the Climate Change Initiative Act, and the Carbon Credit Trading Act, and the new Cannabis Regulation Acts. All innovative pieces of legislation that demonstrate our commitment to innovation and to revolutionizing our economy, that open new vistas for our country in a secure, transparent, and well-regulated way. Our policies are strong but easy to navigate. We're in the process of developing smart cities, e-governance, and tech-enabled public services. In healthcare, finance, education, financial services, and tourism, AI applications are vast, and we will play a crucial role in shaping the future of our economy. We're already exploring opportunities to integrate AI into our public services and industries to boost efficiency and to provide better services. We envision a future where the Bahamas becomes a destination for digital nomads, tech startups, and for tech developers. We have launched an initiative called Innovate 242 that focuses on advancing the technology industry, including tech hubs, incubation centers, and an ecosystem designed to accelerate and to support tech entrepreneurs. At the same time, ladies and gentlemen, we are reducing bureaucratic red tape and creating a business environment that is efficient, transparent, and competitive. Yes, you can invest in the Bahamas through public-private partnerships that have been critical to the success of many government projects in the Bahamas. And they remain a key strategy as we continue to build and modernize our infrastructure. As Minister responsible for aviation, I am particularly proud of the 14 airport development infrastructure projects that we are undertaking at the moment in the Bahamas. But we're also using PPPs to upgrade government buildings, enhance port facilities, bridges, and hospitals. These are critical tools that we've used to drive our nation forward. And our Family Island Renaissance project, as I've mentioned, aims to modernize more than a dozen airports across our archipelago, improving connectivity, boosting tourism, and creating business and job opportunities for our people. By working with the private sector, we plan to bring innovative solutions to government and projects and ensure that anyone living in the Bahamas receives the best possible services. We're building 2 new hospitals. We're building clinics all across the country. We're launching wellness and rejuvenation facilities. And we'll have one of the best healthcare systems in the Caribbean in coming years. I outlined these developments so that as investors and business persons, you may foreshadow the myriad of opportunities available for participation in our fine country. We've also worked to ensure that investors have access to top-tier infrastructure throughout our archipelago. And we're making major upgrades as we speak to our basic electrical, water, and communication systems. So let me bottom line it for you. We are positioning the Bahamas as a destination where businesses can bring their employees to headquarters, to live, to work, either permanently or on a rotational basis. It's a beautiful country, as I've referenced, with strong infrastructure that we continually upgrade, and we're making incredible strides with enhancing the quality of life, making the Bahamas a perfect destination to visit, to work, and to play. And we have an economic permanent residence program where if you invest a minimum of $1 million in real estate or zero coupon bonds, you can have the benefit of economic permanent residency in our fine country. And if you are an expatriate or global professional, the Bahamas has never been a more attractive place to do business than right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, I say all of that to say that we are open for business. And we want to do business with you. We're interested in sustainable, balanced development, digital innovation, AI, blockchain technology, infrastructure PPPs, fintech, wealth management, tourism, housing, healthcare, energy, airports, agribusiness, construction, real estate development, pharmaceuticals, shipping, logistics, and much more. We're attracting major investments as we embark upon a major initiative to revitalize downtown Nassau. I don't believe that it's coincidence that we're having the first forum of this kind here in the capital, because we already enjoy an exceptional relationship with the USA and its various agencies. Of note is the keen interest of the U.S. Exim Bank and Chairman Retta Joe Lewis in supporting and funding U.S. companies seeking to do business in the Bahamas. Yes, what I'm saying is that we are open for business. And in the last 3 years, we've attracted more than $10 billion of new foreign direct investments. This includes a $600 million ship repair facility in Grand Bahama Island, capable of accommodating the world's largest ships, and a $600 million cruise port by Honourable Corporation, and many more. And we have an attractive and competitive landscape to offer incentives through the Hotel Encouragement Act, the Industries Encouragement Act, and many others, benchmarked again against international best practice. And I will go further in saying that this month, inclusive of a significant signing tomorrow, we will execute heads of agreements of more than $1 billion of new investments in major touristic developments. Our government is committed to providing the necessary support to help ensure your investments are successful and to ensure that the processing of those investments are smooth, efficient, and transparent. And we want to do so through the one-stop facilitation of the Bahamas Investment Authority. Ladies and gentlemen, as I close, I want to remind you of the 1970s old tourism adage: it's better in the Bahamas. And I say to you today, if you're looking to do business, and if you're looking to invest, the Bahamas is better than ever before. Thank you. May God bless you. And I look forward to a productive networking and collaboration session today. Yes, we're going to do a lot of talking, but I know in this room there will be lots of business done. Thank you. May God bless you.